Chengdu rises as a city of contrasts. Glass towers touch the sky, while hidden alleys preserve whispers of dynasties. Modern ambition above, ancient tradition below. Step beyond the city, and Sichuan reveals itself as a kingdom of landscapes. The Chengdu Plain, wide and fertile, has fed generations without end. Rivers wander like silver dragons, carving life into the land. Nature here is not a backdrop, it is the heart of existence, the reason this land is called the land of heaven. And then comes the fire. Chengdu is a world capital of spice, a UNESCO city of gastronomy. Hot pots roar with chilies, red broth boiling like molten lava. Mapo Tofu, bright and fierce, numbs the tongue yet awakens the soul. In night markets, skewers hiss on charcoal, their aroma rising like incense. To eat here is not only to taste, it is to feel, to endure, and to rejoice in flavors that sting and heal at once. But Sichuan is more than plains and plates. It is a land watched over by mountains older than memory. Mount Emai, sacred to Buddhism, rises in mist and legend. Mount Ganga, the king of Sichuan, pierces the sky with eternal snow. These mountains are guardians, holding back storms, shaping rivers, and protecting generations. They are silent witnesses of empires rising and falling, unshaken by time. Sichuan is blessed with majestic landscapes, vast caves of mystery, roaring waterfalls, shimmering ponds of dazzling colors, serene lakes on endless grasslands, uninspiring canyons carved in stone, mountain ranges that roll into eternity, and night skies glittering with countless stars. Yet the true soul of Sichuan lies not in its stones, but in its people. Known across China for warmth and honesty, they are shaped by a land of stability and generosity. The people of Sichuan are known for their joy, their warmth, their respect for the elderly, and their enduring love of peace. Why are the people of Sichuan said to have the highest character in China? Because here, resilience is natural, laughter is constant, and kindness is currency. To say Sichuanese people have high character is not a compliment, but a recognition their dignity is built on compassion, harmony, and the quiet strength of a community that thrives together. And when night arrives, Chengdu lives again. Lanterns drift across rivers, neon lights ripple on the water, and tea houses fill with stories and laughter. Music escapes from alleys where history and youth meet under the same stars. In these hours, the Sichuan spirit shines brightest, joyous, generous, unshaken by time. The city does not sleep, it celebrates its past, its people, and the promise of tomorrow. In these hours, Sichuan's spirit shines, joyful, generous, unshaken by time. Leomati Hua, literally mother's pig trotter blossom, was born in Chengdu during the late Qing dynasty. Legend tells that vendors served this soup to tired travelers at night, offering warmth that reminded them of home. It spread through tea houses and night markets, becoming a symbol of comfort in the city. Today, it stands as one of Chengdu's most cherished traditional dishes. The foundation of this dish is pig trotters, chosen for their thick skin and abundant collagen. White beans are added for body, while ginger and green onions provide brightness to the broth. Sichuan peppercorns, used sparingly, offer their signature numbing touch. The balance of rich gelatin and fresh aromatics defines the dish's unique soul. The pig trotters are first cleaned thoroughly, removing any impurities, then blanched in boiling water with slices of ginger and a splash of rice wine to eliminate the strong odor. After blanching, they are rinsed again in cold water before being placed into a clay pot or heavy stock pot. Along with the trotters, a generous mix of dried beans, usually peanuts or soybeans, is added, accompanied by aromatic spices such as star anise, dried tangerine peel, and a touch of cinnamon. The pot is filled with fresh water, then simmered over low heat for 4 to 6 hours. During this long cooking, the collagen within the trotters slowly melts into the broth, which gradually transforms into a milky white, creamy soup. As the hours pass, collagen from the trotters slowly dissolves into the broth, which turns milky white and rich. Throughout the simmering, the cook carefully skims away any foam or fat, keeping the soup light despite its heavy ingredients. The finished dish is rustic yet refined. A silky, collagen-rich broth that comforts the body, beans that melt in the mouth, and tender trotters falling off the bone. Locals enjoy leomati hua late at night, often after drinking or during cold winter mornings. It is served steaming hot, sometimes with flatbread or rice noodles to soak up the broth. Families gather around the table, each sharing from the same pot. The ritual of eating is as nourishing to the soul as the dish itself. Baikangfen, or spicy intestine noodles, originates from Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan. It became popular as a humble street food for workers and students. Cheap, filling, and fiery, it spread quickly from morning stalls to night markets. Today, it remains one of the city's most iconic breakfast dishes. The dish uses sweet potato starch noodles, known for their chewy translucence. Pork intestines, cleaned and stewed until tender, provide rich texture. Chili oil, vinegar, soy sauce, and garlic form the soul of the broth. Sichuan peppercorns add the signature numbing heat. The intestines are simmered for hours with spices until soft and aromatic. The noodles are blanched quickly to retain bounce. Broth is ladled, then topped with chili oil, scallions, and cilantro. The result is a bowl glowing red, fragrant and bold. Baikangfen is eaten steaming hot in the morning, often sold in small roadside shops. Locals sit on low stools, slurping noodles with chili sweat on their brows. It pairs perfectly with fried dough sticks or tea. The ritual is as lively as the city itself. The dish embodies Sichuan's philosophy of flavor, bold, direct, and unforgettable. It transforms humble ingredients into a sensory experience. To eat baikangfen is to join Chengdu's daily rhythm, spicy, chaotic, and full of life. Mapo Tofu was created in Chengdu during the late Qing dynasty, around 1862, at the Chen Qingsheng Tavern. The landlady, Chen Mapo, was known for her pockmarked face, but also for her generosity and creativity. She combined cheap tofu, beef scraps, and daobenjing to feed workers and travelers. From this modest beginning, the dish spread through Sichuan and eventually across the world, symbolizing the rise of local food to global fame. Silken tofu is the star delicate, smooth, and able to absorb layers of flavor. Ground beef or pork adds protein and a rustic, hearty depth. Daobenjing, the famed chili broad bean paste from Pixian County, injects umami and spice. Chili oil, garlic, ginger, and the citrusy spark of Sichuan peppercorns crown the dish, building a symphony of heat, aroma, and numbing magic. The cooking begins with stir-frying doubanjing until its oil releases a ruby glow and fragrance fills the air. Minced meat is seared until caramelized, then broth is poured to merge flavors. Cubes of tofu slide in gently, simmering in the sauce without breaking. Finally, Sichuan peppercorn powder and fresh scallions are sprinkled on top, sealing the dish with heat and fragrance. Mapo tofu is eaten steaming hot, spooned over plain rice to temper its fire. In Chengdu, it is both street food and banquet dish, bridging classes and contexts. Some enjoy it with mantou buns, soaking the fiery sauce into pillowy bread. Wherever it appears, conversation quickens, sweat beads form, and laughter rises the communal spirit of Sichuan cuisine. Mapo tofu is more than food, it is philosophy made edible. It embodies Sichuan's fearless flavor, fiery but balanced, rustic yet elegant. It elevates tofu, a humble ingredient, into a culinary ambassador recognized worldwide. To taste Mapo tofu is to taste Chengdu itself, bold, direct, and unforgettable, a dish that has carried local kitchens into global consciousness. Sichuan Hotpot traces its roots to Chongqing's river docks in the 19th century. Boatmen and port workers needed cheap, filling meals, so they boiled beef offal and tripe in fiery broth. The pungent aroma of chili oil and peppercorns soon spread through alleys and night markets. From working-class invention, it grew into one of China's most famous culinary icons. The soul of Sichuan Hotpot is the broth thick with chili oil, doubanjing, and Sichuan peppercorns. A cauldron divided in two offers both fiery red and mild clear soup. Ingredients range from beef tripe, pork intestines, and fish fillets to mushrooms, tofu, and lotus root. Every bite swims in a bath of spice and fragrance. The broth is prepared with beef tallow melted into chili and spices, simmered for hours until scarlet and aromatic. Diners cook raw ingredients at the table, dipping them into the bubbling pot. Custom sauces of sesame oil, garlic, and cilantro cool the heat. The cooking is interactive, theatrical, and communal. Hotpot is a ritual of gathering in Sichuan households and restaurants. Families and friends circle the pot, sharing laughter between spicy mouthfuls. It is eaten in all seasons, but winter nights give it special warmth. The experience lies as much in company as in taste. Sichuan Hotpot embodies inclusivity and boldness. It turns every ingredient, humble or fine, into part of the same fiery cauldron. Its numbing heat represents Sichuan's fearless spirit and zest for life. Pao Chicken originates from Sichuan but is named after Ding Baozhen, a Qing dynasty official who held the title Gongbao Palace Guardian. Legend says he adored the dish of diced chicken stir-fried with peanuts and chili. Cooks refined it, balancing sweet, sour, salty, and spicy into harmony. From then, the dish bore his title and became a staple of Sichuan cuisine. Tender chicken breast or thigh is diced into cubes for quick stir-frying. Dried chilies provide heat, while Sichuan peppercorns add numbing fragrance. Roasted peanuts give crunch, a perfect contrast to soft chicken. Soy sauce, sugar, and vinegar balance the profile with subtle sweetness and tang. The chicken is marinated briefly with soy sauce and cornstarch for silkiness. In a wok, chilies and peppercorns are toasted until aromatic, then chicken is seared. A sauce of soy, vinegar, sugar, and Shaoxing wine is poured, coating every cube. Finally, peanuts are tossed in, finishing with crunch and aroma. Kung Pao chicken is served hot with steamed rice, its sauce clinging to each grain. In Sichuan, it appears at both family dinners and festive banquets. Modern variations exist nationwide, some sweeter, some milder, but Sichuan's version remains the benchmark. It is comfort food with cultural prestige. Pao Chicken reflects Sichuan's mastery of balance, heat, sourness, salt, and sweetness in perfect measure. It tells of history, linking an official's legacy to everyday dining. Today, it is one of China's most recognized dishes abroad, carrying Sichuan flavor to the world. To eat it is to taste both story and spice. Sichuan is more than just spice. It is a land where food, people, and landscape blend into one unforgettable experience. From hotpot and Mapo Tofu to humble street bowls of Fai Kangfen, every dish reflects the bold character of its people. Wander through Chengdu's alleys, visit the ancient temples, or meet the giant pandas, and you will taste the same warmth found in its cuisine. To know Sichuan is to feel its fire, its generosity, and its timeless charm.